Yeah, welcome to another video from livetradingfootball.com. And in this video we're going to show you two sort of different types of trades that we kind of generally employ at livetradingfootball.com in our chat room. And the sort of second trade was a straightforward back of over 2.5 in the Chievo versus Juventus game where the score was 0-0 at half time. It's a very straightforward back of a particular market where we sort of felt there were going to be goals in the second half. The first trade, Palermo AC Milan, a little bit more involved. We're using three different markets here: the correct score, half-time, full-time, and over 2.5 goals. And there we can see the members get access to a summary before the sort of game itself to explain our reasoning and analysis behind a particular trade. Now, you'll probably just notice that on the My Betfair screen here, the figures don't quite correspond to the sort of actual sort of pre-match analysis that you've just seen. Yeah, all you want to do is just kind of use your mathematical head here. The stakes you can see on the Betfair screen now are actually 4 times what was advised actually sort of in the chat room to our members. So sort of bear that in mind as we sort of follow the trade over the next sort of 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, so as per the analysis, we felt that AC Milan, heavy favourites against a very poor Palermo side who actually lost the last 5 games. So we backed AC in the half-time, full-time market with sort of quite a heavy staking on the 1-1 should, of course, Palermo actually sort of do something sort of rather nasty, like score first, for example. As it happened, the trade did go sort of our way, and AC Milan scored in the 14th minute. And there was an option here, sort of straight away, because both the half-time, full-time market and the over 2.5 obviously reduced in price, and that gave us an opportunity, if we wanted to do so, to actually sort of cash out on both the over 2.5 and the half-time, full-time market. Okay, we'll come in a minute to actually what we did. What you're looking at now is actually sort of an extra sort of new feature in the trading chat room, which is sort of an interactive, if you like, sort of dynamic spreadsheet where the actual sort of current profit and loss on any particular scoreline is automatically updated according to any moves that we might make in play. So of course those figures you can see there do relate to the actual staking levels that were actually sort of given to the members. So in other words, again, just multiply all of that lot there, the red and the green there, sort of 4 times, and you'll get what is equates to what you can see sort of on the Betfair screen. So yeah, I've got this option, and it was an option that I gave actually to the members, which was sort of to cash out straight away. I decided to take a slightly slightly riskier route, in that I wasn't going to cash out of both markets, and as we can see what happens later in the game, how that actually did benefit me sort of to a greater extent. So what I did was I just actually cashed out of the half-time, full-time market and got sort of a £46.53 green there. And on the over 2.5, what I did simply was just remove that £72 red to give me sort of 0 on the under 2.5, you can see there, and £34.56 green on the over 2.5, and I had about sort of £9 red if I wanted to cash out on the correct score market. So there was just a bit of advice in the chat room saying cash out, everybody, and we'll move on to another trade. So we should see now on the sort of spreadsheet this little kind of pop-up box that members can see, and they can see at any particular time during the game sort of where our profit and loss is, and this, what you can see there was just the sort of final profit and loss as we cashed out and exited the trade sort of at half time. The 1-1 odds sort of continue to drop, as you'd expect, as the game sort of was still 0-1. The market kind of expected Palermo to sort of possibly get back in the game, and because we backed it pre-match, we had an opportunity to reduce some of that red there. One of the other members, Magellan, he chipped in with what he considered to be a sort of good value of laying under 2.5 in the Chievo-Juventus game, which was 0-0 at half-time. And this is just a straightforward in-play. We call it a trade, but it's a bet too, isn't it? Obviously, we're wanting goals. But the stats, according to Magellan, sort of seem to sort of justify this particular sort of simple, straightforward in-play move. And Juventus did score after sort of 52 minutes, and I actually, in this case, sort of reduced that, cleared that red on the under 2.5 at £20. That was my initial liability, so I got rid of that. And then Chievo equalised on 68 minutes to make it 1-1. And as you can see, I could take sort of £28.97 hedged green. What I decided to do with 25 minutes left to play, there was still a possibility of another goal, and I fully believed and had faith in Magellan's sort of analysis there that there would be another goal. So I just sort of made sure I had at least £12 green on that game. And over to Palermo in the other Serie A game. Palermo did in fact equalise on 71 minutes. Now that was great news because we've got £129 green on the 1-1. And you can see we can cash out there for £46. We could cash out on the over 2.5 for £16.40. We've already got, remember, £46 guaranteed green from the half-time, full-time market. So we're in a good position here. I wanted to really stick with my pre-match judgment that AC Milan would win this game. So I was sort of happy just to leave that over under 2.5 market alone for the time being, just hope for another goal and try and aim for that sort of £34.56 potential green there. But at least I was going to hedge the correct score market. As you can see, I did that. 1-1 was trading to about 1.92 when I made that hedged profit there for sort of £62, whatever the result. And there was sort of 20 odd minutes left to play. So I'm expecting another goal. The other goal in Magellan's trade, that duly came from Juventus. So we've gained our £43 profit on the simple over 2.5 bet there, and that's a 200% profit. We had an initial stake of £20. We won 43. And a very simple trade based purely on statistics and what our sort of judgment was as we were sort of watching the game unfold. Back to Palermo, and Milan did score their second goal, so we got our £34 extra on the 2.5. Then you can see our final results. In the Palermo game, £34 on over 2.5, £60 on the correct score, and £48 on the half-time full-time, plus the £43 on the Chievo-Juventus. Good. Thanks for watching, and head over to livetradingfootball.com for any further information.